Once upon a time, in a small village at the foot of a mountain, there lived a young man known for his laziness. While other villagers worked hard in the fields and workshops, he spent his days lying under a tree, napping and daydreaming. One day, a wise monk came to the village. Whenever he went to ask for alms, he always saw the young man sleeping under the same tree. Curious, the monk finally approached him and asked, "Why do you lie here all the time? Why don't you work in the fields?" The young man replied casually, "Oh, let me sleep. Working in the fields is hard. I can't do that." Then he lay back down, showing no interest. Seeing the young man's laziness, the monk asked, "Do you want to become rich?" This question caught the young man's attention. He sat up and said, "Yes, of course. Can you make me rich?" The monk smiled, pointed to the mountain and said, "Behind that mountain, there is a cave with a precious diamond. If you find it, you will be rich forever." The young man felt excited, but also hesitant. "But it is difficult to climb the mountain," he said. The monk replied, "If you can't even do this, then forget it." He began to walk away. The young man stopped him and said, "Wait, I will go. Are you telling the truth?" The monk nodded, but warned, "The cave is on the other side of the mountain, and it's not easy to reach." Hearing about the diamond, the young man's excitement grew. He set off on his journey and started climbing the mountain. The climb was tough, and he quickly grew tired, but a cool breeze and the thought of the diamond kept him going. After a long struggle, he reached the top and was amazed by the breathtaking view. He felt a strong sense of accomplishment. Now, it was time to go down the mountain. The descent was even harder and more dangerous. He stumbled and fell many times, but kept moving forward, driven by the promise of the diamond. Finally, he reached the cave, but it was empty. There was no diamond. He searched again and again, but found nothing. He became disappointed and wondered why the monk had tricked him. Now, he had to return, but he no longer had the courage to climb the mountain again. For a moment, he thought about giving up and just staying where he was, but the young man knew he couldn't survive in the mountains for long. So, despite feeling tired, he gathered all his courage and began the journey back. After many difficulties, he finally made it back to the village and went straight to the monk. The monk greeted him with a gentle smile and said, "Oh, you have come back. You look angry and confused." The young man asked, "Why did you lie to me? There was no diamond in the cave." The monk looked at him kindly and replied, "I don't think you've lost anything. In fact, I believe you have found the greatest diamond." The young man was puzzled. The monk explained, "My dear friend, you have found the diamond of diligence. Before, you were too lazy to even work in the fields, but now you have climbed the mountain and come back. You have become diligent and strong. This is the true diamond. With it, you can achieve anything in life." Hearing this, the young man realized the monk was right. He had always been capable of great things, but his laziness held him back. Now he understood that he carried the diamond of hard work and determination inside him. With this new strength, he could overcome any challenge. From that day forward, he worked in his fields with dedication and hard work. If we look at our own lives, we often face laziness and procrastination. This story helps explain why. The main cause of laziness is a lack of motivation. People become lazy when they don't have a clear purpose or goal. In the story, the young man was lazy at first, but when the monk told him about the diamond, he felt motivated to find it. Similarly, when we don't have goals, we lose motivation and become lazy. But having a strong goal and desire can make laziness disappear and push us toward our dreams. Another cause of laziness is having easy alternatives. The young man was comfortable in the village, with easy access to food and shelter. But when he went beyond the mountain, he realized he couldn't survive without effort. This lack of alternatives forced him to act and return. In our lives, we often don't push ourselves. If we have easy options, when we have easy options, we often choose them. But if we put ourselves in situations where success is the only choice, we can overcome laziness and become more determined. Another reason for laziness is not recognizing our own abilities. The young man never believed he could climb the mountain and return, but after he did, his confidence grew. and he saw his true potential. This shows that everyone has hidden strengths, but we fail to find them because of laziness and procrastination. Once we start believing in ourselves, we can achieve anything. Diligence, as the story shows, is very important for personal growth and success. It means consistently working hard on tasks, even when they are difficult or tiring. Diligence can turn our potential into reality. It helps us build skills, reach our dreams, and live a meaningful life. Laziness is not something we should accept or ignore. It is a challenge to overcome and a hurdle to jump over. By embracing diligence and setting big goals, we can push ourselves to achieve even the most impossible dreams. So, let's rise above laziness, unlock our inner power, and start the journey toward a successful and fulfilling life. Remember, the real diamond isn't found in a cave. It lies within our strong determination and hard work. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Before you go, watch our previous video for more inspiration. Stay strong, keep pushing, and I'll see you soon in the next video.